Well, hello there, St. Luke's. Good to be back with you all for this midweek message. I'm sitting here on February 19th, Wednesday morning, just preparing for the final installment of our Genesis Bible study this evening. Hard to believe we made it through 50 chapters this year, and it's been glorious. Have just as the Lord does through His Word, each go round, each consideration of the various passages just deepens your knowledge of Him. You know, as Cranmer and our colleague said, we read, mark, learn, and inwardly digest so that we will ever hold fast the blessed hope of everlasting life. And so that's been a great joy to do. So we'll see some of you this evening at our final installment for our Genesis Bible study. All the lectures have been online if you're interested, and you can find them in the same YouTube channel that you're watching this on. So there you have it. So this week, yesterday we had the our staff meeting, and it was a little bit overwhelming for me, I have to admit, because we went through in detail all of the sort of logistics and all the things that are going into our upcoming conference next week. And the magnitude of all of the various decisions that have to be made, and the logistics and the food and the preparation and all the things, it's not really my strong suit, I have to admit. But I'm so grateful for this amazing team that the Lord has brought to bear here at St. Luke's to serve you and to come together, because it's the various giftings of the team just come together, and it's just sort of seamless, and it's really been wonderful to watch and enjoyable to sort of oversee. And so we are putting all this together for your edification. If you've not yet signed up for the conference, there's still room, although we are getting pretty much close to the well, when it actually happens, you won't be able to sign up again. So there you go. But I'll keep advertising until we do. But if you haven't signed up yet, please consider. We begins Thursday afternoon with an evening prayer service at 4, followed by a talk, then a social time at the bank, and then all day Friday, various things going on, culminating on Friday with our festive Eucharist. I really want to invite you, if you're not able to come to the conference, that's fine for whatever reason, but if you are in town and you're around, then please consider coming at 4 o'clock on Friday afternoon. That is when we are having our festive Eucharist, and that will begin at 4 o'clock with sort of a bagpipe with some special music from I'm just double checking that I'm right on that. Yes, February 28th. We'll have a bagpipe. We'll have a brass quartet. We have the band and the bishop. The bishop will be here, and so we would love for you to consider coming to that, even if you aren't able to make any of the other events of the conference. So that's Friday afternoon, February 28th at 4 o'clock. Okay, that's our conference. So other than that, in the forefront of my mind, as you probably can imagine, has just been preparing my life to welcome our fifth son, seventh child into the world, and that is going to be scheduled sometime during the week of Ash Wednesday. And so there's just a lot going on in life, but it's gloriously hectic, holy chaos, and I'm grateful for all of the Lord's many blessings in every aspect, in every facet of my life and in our life corporately. There's a lot going on at St. Luke's. There's a lot of life, a lot of energy, a lot of joy, and the Spirit is continuing to uplift and comfort people all across the spectrum of need and sort of want, and we are grateful for that. Okay, so let's look ahead at what's going on this week, just to refresh you and give you some information on. Mentioned tonight is our final Wednesday installment of the evening Bible studies, Genesis. We want to thank everyone that's been involved in that, particularly the Hog Heaven guys who have been just unbelievably helpful and generous with their time, and the food's been delicious, and I just couldn't be more humbled by how selfless those guys are. So thank you, Hog Heaven. Jessica Maples, the administrator, and Kathy Belinsky have been the spearheading this, but everyone that's been involved, all of the people who are leading the groups, the small groups, the people helping clean up, it's just been it's been wonderful to participate. So thank you all, and I'll thank you all again tonight. Tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock, Father Kelly spearheading the Pints with Priests. This will be over at the bank, And this is one of these sort of softballs that we give you in terms of inviting people to church, because this isn't even church; it's just the bank. But we're bringing church to the bank in a certain sense. And so at 6 o'clock, you will have an opportunity to come and ask anything you want of a priest. And this always happens. Some various parties or gatherings where turns out that people find out that I'm a priest, so I'm not wearing a collar or something. And they say, circle back around about 30 minutes after that revelation, and they say, I've always wanted to ask, or I've always wondered why. And that's something that we actually love. We love to be able to explain to people how we got into the priesthood, what the sort of motivations were, what some of the challenges have been, what are some of the things that we think about, or what are some of the questions that you have that we have certainly had. If we haven't had them, then we can go search for the answer together. That's our promise to you. So that's tomorrow night, 6 o'clock at the bank, Pints with Priests. Okay. We're also grateful that our mission team from Honduras has returned safely, and so we're grateful for that. And we will be hearing from them. Thank you for your prayers. And we will be hearing from them the second Sunday in March. Because March will be Missions Month, and we will hear a report and see some pictures and hear some testimony and just see what the Lord continues to do, both for the people down in Jericho, but also from Jericho through the people that we send and what they bring back to us. And so we're excited to hear about that. Okay, speaking of missions, this Sunday is World Mission Sunday, and it just so happened in the providence of the Lord that one of our my dear friend, and people who's been here before, the Reverend Dr. Ashley Null, who is also now the Bishop-elect of North Africa. Some of you remember this. Oh, it's blurry, but you remember this pamphlet that I mailed out to you shortly after becoming your rector. He was going to be in town, and just happens to be World Mission Sunday. He just happens to have been elected, as I said, the new Bishop of North Africa, which is, just for your information, the same see as Saint Augustine of Hippo, that's quite a lineage to be in. And so he'll be here. He's also the dean of the Alexandria School of Theology in Cairo, and works and is based out of Berlin, Germany, which is where I first really interacted with him. Liza and I got to be close friends with him during that time there. And so he sort of represents in himself kind of global world mission. He's sort of straddling the globe with all the various hats and concerns that he's wearing. So who better to help us see the global reach of Anglican Christianity, Christianity in our Anglican context, than Ashley. Of course, there are other people who could do it too, but he happens to be here. So come to the Rector's Forum, 9:30 this Sunday, and you will not want to miss the Reverend Dr. Bishop-elect Ashley Null as he presents to us about the heartbeat of our Anglican witness to the world. This is going to be great joy. Okay, other than that, I'm looking ahead. We do not, next week, obviously, is the conference, but I wanted you to start getting your head around what will happen after the conference, namely Ash Wednesday, which will begin our Lent, season of Lent, but also our Lenten speaking series. Now, I want to hold off on the names of the speaking series just yet, because they've got a lot of names in your head about the conference, so just put a pin in it. But mark your calendars, because beginning on Ash Wednesday at 10:30, we have two services. We have a 10:30 and a 5:30 on Ash Wednesday. And then the subsequent Wednesdays during Lent, we will have something, and that will be March 5th, Ash Wednesday. So we have the subsequent Wednesdays during Lent leading all the way up to Holy Week. We will have something for you and for your edification. So this is something that the pattern that we have established here, and so we're looking forward to seeing many of you there. And again, this is another one of these softballs. Like, who doesn't want to come during Lent to hear an interesting speaker and have a delicious lunch and fellowship with their new friends that they've just found because they have been invited to St. Luke's to see what's going on at this church that they drive by all the time. They never really stopped in until they were invited by the person that they play golf with, or sat next to at the gym, or have been literal neighbors with for a decade, but have never invited them. So you know how this works. And so anyway, I just want to keep encouraging you in that respect. Okay, well, I forgot. Also, on the 22nd, this Saturday of February, it's a little self-serving perhaps, but we're having a baby shower in the Kron's Fellowship Hall at 10 o'clock for Liza, for our new little baby. And I think the request was something along the lines of diapers and gift cards to Island Child. And so both of those are very important in the life of a newborn child. So I think essential, really. And so I hope that some of you can make it. It's a great joy. It's humbling and an honor, and we're very touched. I can say that. And it's we're excited about welcoming the new little boy in, and as I said, we'll have a real basketball team. We have five on the court. We have 2 cheerleaders. We have a coach, and we have a water girl or what Liza would be like a trainer. She would like tape up everyone's ankles and help their bruises. This is what. So anyway, all right. Well, it'd be a joy to see some of you at any and all of this over the next couple of days. But I pray and trust that you're doing well, staying dry, and look forward to seeing you on Sunday, if not before. So until then, take care and God bless.